Hello, everybody. I'm glad you're here today. Today is July 15th, 2026. In this video, it's meant to hopefully encourage you. That's what I don't know exactly where God's going to take us as we start this visit, but we'll just go along with whatever He leads. So that's the plan. I've got some journal entry I want to read to you from 2024. I want to read out of the Bible to you. I want to also say thank you for your continued prayers. I am feeling better and better. So those are good things, all good things. Also, my goodness, the amount of advice and good like, hey, have you tried this, and have you heard about this supplement or whatever? The things that y'all are putting out there are remarkable, and I've enjoyed reading them. And then another thing that's happening in the comment section that's exciting to me is that when someone opens their heart and says, I'm having trouble, and so y'all are like coming to the rescue. You're like praying with those people, praying over them, and vice versa. I mean, it's all wonderful. So I'm excited about what this channel is doing. I do not, I'm not monetized on this channel. I don't care about the money. I'm trying to keep it as pure as possible and uninfluenced by other things as possible. That's why I just monetizing this is not my gig. And also, I never ask you to like or subscribe. I think the only time I've done that is if I share the gospel story, the greatest story ever told about Jesus. I have asked you to share that as the Lord leads. But, y'all, it's just whatever God's going to do with this channel, God's going to do. And so I just try to keep it as pure as possible. When it comes to thumbnails and titles of videos, of course, they're going to be a bit on the sensational side. It is not clickbait, but I do want you to watch this, or I wouldn't be making videos. If you understand, and I think by this time most of us understand the algorithm and the vices of YouTube, you have to be competitive with your title, or it will not get in the algorithm. It will not get in the churning of what is being clicked on today, if that makes sense at all. I know it does. I thought we were all on that page, but some people have commented like, and I'm like, look, I just want to explain it to you. I'm not trying to clickbait you into something that's a lie, but I do want you to watch the video. Mainly because I'm trying to share Jesus Christ on here. That is the main reason. So yeah, it's a competitive kind of thing. I kind of thought we were all on the same page on that, but clearly some people aren't understanding how YouTube works. If I put something like prayer for today, I promise you it would not compete in the ocean of YouTube videos, and it would literally get maybe 2 views. So I'm just trying to play it smart, y'all. If I don't want to offend you or lead you astray, so that's just the way it is. And I just thought we all knew that, but clearly we don't. So there you go. There's the title and thumbnail explanation. Now I also want to, I kind of want to go down why I even started this a long time ago, like a long time ago, feels like it actually does feel like 100 years ago, when it was just 2020. I kept hearing the Lord say, gather. And I know many of you understand that because many of you have that same experience. You've told me about it. It may not have been the word gather. It may, tell me in the comment section what it was you heard the Lord lead you to preparing. But he did. Now, at first, when he said gather, and I kept hearing gather, I thought he meant gather people together to have a party. Because at that time, that's about where my maturity level was. And I don't get me wrong, I still like to get together and have a good time with people. That hasn't gone away at all. But I just didn't realize until one day it just like a light bulb came on. It's, oh Lord, it's not gather people together and have a party. It's or a get together or dinner or whatever. It is gather supplies for what is coming, for what is coming. And so I felt very led to do that from the Lord. That's just me. That's just my story. Your story may not be like that, and you may be on a completely different path. That's okay. We're all different. All right? So that's kind of where this prepping part of me was born. It just was born that way. Now, then my dad started getting dreams about that time. We were not of the persuasion that God spoke prevalently through dreams, and even at all, actually, to tell you the truth. And I've talked about that some too. Since then, I don't know what it was when he was having these dreams. Currently, my dad is 85. He's 85 and in good mind, not so good health, but a good mind. And when he was getting these dreams, I just thought, let's write them down. I don't know what these mean, but there's something somewhat prophetic about them. Now, that brings me to prophecy versus prophet. I don't understand all of that. Okay, so I'm not your person to explain the theology or the meaning or all the examples in the Bible and the New Testament, Old Testament, to define those two things. But there is a difference between a prophet and prophecy. I am not a prophet in any way, shape, or form. Am I a watch person on the wall? Well, maybe. The Lord has told me to be that, and I try to be. I just follow his lead, y'all. So don't think I'm something I'm not. Okay, so there's that I kind of wanted to clear up. On this channel, I just want to share what I write in my journal when I worship. And like I said, I do get up at 4. No, I'm not sleepy. Sometimes I fall back to sleep like, I don't know, at 5:30 or so, just to rest my eyes for a little bit before everybody gets up. Sometimes. But I go to bed early. And so I get up early. So that's just how I roll. All right. I am a homemaker. So I have learned it. Well, of course, when the kids were little, oh, y'all, when the kids were little, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You have no time for yourself. So make sure you cut yourself a lot of slack then. You just have to grab snippets of prayer time and Bible time and know that the Lord is encompassing you and understands where you're at in life, okay? But now that I'm older, I have the luxury, actually, of carving out my own time. But I have to carve out my own time. Otherwise, the people in my household will suck me dry. That's what it feels like. And I don't mean that in an ugly way, but y'all, when you have your adult children living with you and your husband and your parents, then it is a juggling act. And we're so close together. We're so happy with each other. We have such a peaceful, we have a good time. I don't know. We just like each other. All right. So we just have a good time together. And we go to great lengths to keep things respectful and peaceful. So when it's like that, it's hard to find it's hard for me to find time to be alone. That's why I get up so early. And I have learned that the more you put into the relationship with Jesus, the way it grows and becomes something, I, it will become what it's supposed to be in your life. And I can only say that this is how it's become prevalent and beneficial and blessed in my life. I've been able to just ask him. I just ask him. If I don't know what something means or what someone said or how does this fit into things, I just ask him. Remember that time when Zelensky was in the White House and JD Vance got all on him about apologizing to the United States for being a little crybaby. I don't even remember what all that was, but I remember when I watched it, I was like, this looks like a show. And I just asked Jesus, I said, what am I watching? What is this? And he told me. I don't remember the exact words, but it was basically, you're watching a show. It's, be careful, because it's going to get more and more. So there is that. Now, oh my goodness, I've already talked so long. Let's just go straight. Let me show you this right quick, because I did want to share this with you, and then I think I'll wait to share something else with you. I'll wait till tomorrow. I wanted to share these peaches, y'all. Now look, well, we love peach cobbler at my house. Okay, so I have peach trees in my backyard. They didn't do well this year. They got froze. And so I did this last year too. You can get peaches like this at Walmart. All right. They're ready. I mean, I got this is today. So I'm going to leave this on my counter to get a little more ripe. It needs to get a little more ripe. But isn't that beautiful? I thought it was so pretty. I just wanted to show y'all and tell y'all, they're like not all that expensive right now. If you're a person who makes peach jam, peach jelly, puts up peach cobbler, whatever, this is a way, if you don't have fresh peaches or you don't feel like getting out and picking peaches, then just buy some. Okay, just buy some, because when you put sugar on it, it doesn't matter. It's all good. And believe me, we put a lot of sugar on our peaches. But I just wanted to share that with y'all. So there you go. There is that. Okay, now then, I think I want to read this to you from my journal, and then read from the Bible. And we're going to read out of John, which I love John, y'all. I love how he writes. It's amazing. Okay, so this is a little long, so hang on there, but this is March 27th, 2024. I think this is going to encourage us. Let me get a drink of water right quick, y'all. Hang on. I'm still tired, but definitely stronger, definitely stronger. Okay, and I do want to encourage you before I read this, in the comment section, if you need prayers, write it. If you want to bless someone with encouragement, use that. Why wouldn't you? And also, I want to thank everybody. Some people are really ugly towards me, and those of you who come in and jump in and defend me, thank you. I don't waste my time. But I like to see someone else, get in there and say, hey, just don't watch it if you don't like it. Okay, March 27th, 2024. In the darkest hours, the days, the nights of your aloneness, know this to be true. I am with you. I know my children. I know the heaviness of this sin-filled world you live. For I lived there too. I know the sorrow of loss, grief, loneliness. I know what you feel. Do you know I know? The days you walk this earth are short, for your life with me everlasting is forever. What may feel to you as being forever, a crisis never ending, will indeed end, and you will be with me forever. The physicalness of your melting away into spirit. So know this, my children, I walked what you are walking, and all will be resolved in the end. Now, concerning these turbulent days of confusion, be clear-minded. See the lost and pray. Restore your worship to me, not in man-made ways, but with hearts that bow down, eyes that look up, unrehearsed, understanding my love, my grace, my salvation. Give me your heart. There is much coming, meant to overwhelm you. Do not falter. Steady on in me. Know the source of these atrocities are the enemy. For even now he is exposing you daily to the evil. Look away. Run to me where safety awaits you. Tremble not. Instead, Let my abiding presence fill your mind and heart. I am with you. Arise and let me flow in you. A wave of love and mercy never ceasing, steady minds, steady hearts, as the very ground you stand on shifts beneath the coming sinfulness of evil plans. You are mine. I am with you, my lovely ones, unto the end. Soon, very soon, you will wonder what is happening. But I say to you, my remnant, I am happening. I'm going to leave it at that. Now then, you know what? I'm going to mark that right quick. Okay. Uh, what I really can't expound on that, and I don't intend to. You need to sift that through the Holy Spirit as you see fit and as God shows you. I have already gleaned so much from that, from what the Lord let me write down. I know many of you keep your own journals, and some of you have shared them with me, and I just love reading them. I may not comment, but I'm like, wow, I hear things like that too. It just makes you feel like you're not so alone in all of this craziness. Y'all, the war right now in the Middle East is so intense, and oh, not gonna lie, I didn't think it'd be quite like this. I didn't think we had the courage. I wasn't sure what was gonna happen, but things have really ramped up. Once again, I do listen to NY Prepper and read the live chat there. I do Steve Ram, some of you have mentioned him. I do listen to him. And y'all, I just love what y'all put down in the comments about here's where we go for news. That's been so helpful. So keep posting things like that. Uh, it's just, to me, if we don't connect right now, um I think we'll regret it later. I draw strength from it. Now then, let me read this and then we'll be done. John chapter 15. This is Jesus talking. See how red it is? I am the true grapevine, and my Father is the gardener. He cuts off every branch of mine that doesn't produce fruit, and he prunes the branches that do bear fruit, so they will produce even more. You've already been pruned and purified by the message I've given you. Remain in me, and I will remain in you. For a branch cannot produce fruit if it is severed from the vine, and you cannot be fruitful unless you remain in me. Yes, I am the vine, you are the branches. Those who remain in me and I in them will produce much fruit. For apart from me, you can do nothing. I'm going to read that again. For apart from me, you can do nothing. Anyone who does not remain in me is thrown away like a useless branch and withers. Such branches are gathered into a pile to be burned. But if you remain in me and my words remain in you, you may ask for anything you want and it will be granted. When you produce much fruit, you are my true disciples. This brings great glory to my Father. And y'all, when we're producing fruit, it's not coming from our own effort. It comes from the beauty of God within us, the Holy Spirit leading us to be where He wants us to be, to say what He wants us to say, and to be quiet maybe when we just flat need to shut our mouth, right? All right, I think I'm going to leave that with you. I think that's it. Stay safe, America. From the pantry, this is Gina Lima Charlie. I'm out.